Okri, this ain't something that I thought I'd be saying today, but we got hell demons off the stern whatchamacallit interbattle music.
The ether, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you forgot the ether, friend.
It's ain't time for semantics now, honey.
I'll toss you a second pistol that I have. Like, actually, here, you might need this then. Please catch it.
The sound you made.
I can't see you through the clouds, but here you go.
He throws a pistol at me and it goes off over the railing.
You can hand it over, but
yeah, I'll hand it over. The sound I make is me handing it over.
It's a quick handover, yeah.
Yeah.
There is, as soon as that handover happens, you notice for a quick moment, everything goes quiet. You're standing on the deck, and you're surrounded by this rippling purple and pink miasmic cloud. You hear the alarms go off on Grungi's face. You hear in the distance what sounds like a giant bird screaming into the void. And as soon as that happens, you see a ripple of a rainbow sear blazingly light through the clouds. You see it like slash through another vessel, and that vessel slices entirely in half, drifting away in twain, cleft in twain, and it ripples for a moment in like this weird magical warping feel, and then it just erupts. And it blasts out, and everyone make an athletics body check for 2.
Okri, I didn't want to die like that. Okri, I do not want to die like that.
Well, I'll be honest, I can't make any promises.
That's fair.
As we're just getting rocked.
What? Maris is just screaming, but it could be screams of joy. It could be screams of terror. Who knows?
But we can hear her because she's got the bell on, remember?
Maris is still around. Just in the back, just clunk, clunk, clunk,
ding, 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 ding.
What was
sorry, what was the requirement? Sorry.
Athletics body 4-2.
I got it.
I got 1 out of the 2.
Okay. I also got 1 out of the 2. I don't know if I had to roll, but I just did. I'm tied up somewhere.
Actually, you're okay, Maris, on the top. The other 2, did you succeed or fail?
Fail.
I succeeded.
Okay. So where's the statuses here?
It is now that I wish I'd used my metal.
That's true. So I'll also recap because I don't think we didn't use metal last time. You can use 1 metal each turn, and you recover 1 metal each turn. Basically, it means it's almost like you have like a flex action. So you can use it to take an extra action. You can use it to use a talent or a miracle. You can use it to double your training rating when you make a test, or you could double your focus when you make a test. You pretty much want to always be using metal when you have it, but if you need it as a reaction, you might not always have it if you want to double your training or something like that. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Cool.
So how do I die?
So Cassandra, you actually had a really awesome awareness check before. So I want to just kind of like paint a sky picture, an aether picture, if you will.
Yes.
And
you
spot coming from that explosive wreckage, you see a piece of aether piping come whipping out of the cloud towards you, and you need to drop to the ground in order to avoid getting just lacerated by it. But you are going to be where is it? You're going to be prone for the first round of this combat. Which means that you can only move by crawling. You use your move action to stand up to end the condition. Your melee and accuracy are decreased by 1 step, and anyone attacking you from close range increases their melee or attack accuracy by 1 step. But if they're attacking you from outside close range, they decrease their accuracy by 1 step.
Well, hell yeah, this is actually
so you hit the deck.
This is the best case scenario, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, Cass, you're not sure if you saw it with your eyes or with your mind, but you almost felt like you saw a gigantic winged creature. It's almost like a humanoid vulture with wings, with a giant blade that cut through the vessel. And you hear that scream reach out again. Then you all see swirling all around the ship. You see flying creatures. You see 3 what look like flying blue vibrant manta rays with eyes covering their surface, with a spiked tail trailing behind each one, and these like multitude of fangs elongating coming out from the front of it. And then you also see these riding atop these spiked discs that are spinning as they move. You spot a trio of these bird goat men, and they're armored and they're carrying these gigantic bows that they pull back as they look at you, and they are going to get a surprise round. So,
well, I can tell you this for free. I am out of my element right now.
I want to get everyone's initiative.
5.
6.
Cass, 6.
Four.
Okri. Oh, look at that. So convenient. You guys
6,
going
5,
in
4.
order.
Nice.
Okay, one moment. I just got to grab their profiles.
What could they be?
I'm trying to balance, like what's the best way of describing this?
Yeah. In license, like the in-universe name versus us not really knowing what we're fighting.
If you ever do it like this, the way I want to do this is if you're doing a corresponding lore check, then I can
Yes.
basically just outright tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Okay.
maybe I'll just do that.
Hey.
Sure, go for it. But they are going to go first, and they
Before you
actually
do that-
attack.
Are they going to check to see what we are?
Well,
They're
they have a
gonna do a lore
surprise
check?
round on you.
So they're going to do a
Ah.
lore check with this one
Yeah. The lore
to
is
determine what sort of enemies we are.
the lore is you're dead.
Okay, so they're going to start by taking some shots. The Skyfires are going to start taking some shots. Let's see what they can do. Ooh.
Oh, now we know what they're called, the Skyfires.
The Zangor Skyfires. Yeah, whatever.
Those would be the
Broke my own rule.
disc riders with the bows.
The disc riding goat bird men with bows. They have some really cool traits here. Actually, they're attacking with their arrow of fate. You guys are gonna love this.
Oh no.
I
They're
can't
attacking
wait.
with their arrows of fate.
Are you sure you want to reveal all their tricks to us?
Well, I'm doing the roll right now, which is gonna
Oh.
basically imply. Yeah, I guess I don't need to say everything.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
Keep
wanted
it
to hear
hidden.
more about this fate bow arrow thing.
Fate
Looks
bow
like you'll
arrow
have to
thing.
spend some time rolling for lore.
Well, I'm
So that.
Holy shit, these guys are so good.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't like hearing
What's your defense?
my defense is average.
was
Okay. Your average.
Whoa, that's harsh. I think he's more than average.
Oh,
You basic.
well.
what are they? Extraordinary.
He's 4'4". He's technically below average.
Hey,
Are you okay,
Oh.
Dave?
all right.
David,
well, I'm
you
very
wanna
excited to play
describe
my
what
new
you've just done?
character.
Oh no.
So Dave,
Yeah.
you might want to cancel that art commission.
Okay. So Okri,
Okay, just
you
hey,
take-
You know what?
Yeah,
Lay it
yeah.
on me. Tell
did
me.
you have fun?
I had a great time.
We all yeah. I
However,
think what really matters
it is my bedtime.
how
so.
much we got to go Nico rather than how much we got to know Okri. So you suffer
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 7 damage.
Woof.
okay.
That's rough.
That is piercing. Which I
penetrating.
don't think matters here. Piercing.
Okay, so actually, I have
I think
one
that's
armor,
okay.
so it's actually only going to be 6.
No, but that's penetrating. You're not being penetrated yet. That comes later.
What?
I know,
Piercing,
but
it's
I have
just
my
a
one
weapon
armor, so
classification.
it deals 6 damage.
Okay,
I am unpenetrated.
No.
for now.
Or am I? I just got shot with arrows.
Okay,
Ah,
So,
the
yeah.
arrows penetrated me.
so you're you are.
It's a weird thing to
taking-
yell.
No, they pierced you.
Oh,
You're basically facing
my poor flesh.
Cass as this happens as you see Cass hit the deck, and you look up to see this Skyfire come whizzing past the deck, and even before you make any sort of movements, you feel this bolt. Just basically, it feels like it almost appears in your stomach as it hits you
Great.
and drives you back.
Ugh.
Cass, your defense is up 1 rating
But my range is down 1?
when you're attacking. Yeah, but your defense is up, right?
Correct.
All right. So what's your defense rating right now?
Good.
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 All right. Good. Okay.
You done good, kid.
You done good.
Please don't die, Okri.
No, it's okay. Okri's done getting shot at. Now Cass is the one that's about to die.
After this first round happens, I wish I could roll this well in Warhammer. Actual Warhammer. I'm gonna once this first round is over, I'm gonna explain what is happening here.
Cool.
Okay, you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as also 7.
Oh, you're shooting me?
I shoot. Yeah. Well, so I'm not shooting you. The Zangor Skyfire
Okay.
is shooting you.
All
It
right.
sure feels like
Yeah.
you're shooting us.
Yeah, it sure does. All right, so
Yeah.
7 damage, 1 armor, 6 total damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm down to 2 toughness in this battle.
Me too.
Okay.
And we just started.
I'm fine.
Dave, I'd like to return fire, please.
Yeah. In a moment, the third one is going to take a shot at, and I'm going to roll between the two of you,
I swear to God.
Maris and
We-
the other guy.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
Oh
not
no,
poor
no,
dwarf
no,
guy.
not Maris.
not my
Do you wanna
Dwarden
take
friend.
the shot? Are you wanting to take the shot? Take
Well,
the shot.
I can't fucking dive up to go to the crow's nest. No!
Wow.
12-foot vertical leap.
Why doesn't he have springs in his boots?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Oh no, no, not my Dwarden man.
He finishes tying you to the prow, the roof of this, and he says, "Just stay calm. We'll get through this. Just look at me." He kind of like takes your hands, your head in his hands. Look at me. Look at me, okay? We're gonna make it through this. We're gonna make. And he loses his connection to the ship and falls out from the crow's nest onto the deck of the ship with a loud, hearty clang.
Are you trying to just like mentally murder my character? Because she's
He'll
like,
let you take physical damage and you take mental damage.
It's rough out there, kid.
See, we were dealt damage. She was dealt trauma.
yeah.
Whoa.
One of the
rough.
two heals.
Okay, I just real quick recap. She watched this man look at a family portrait that she then caused him to drop on the ground. Then, saving her life, he died right when they locked eyes together. So I just need to recap what just happened.
It's gonna be an interesting character arc.
You know what? Easy come, easy go.
And on that note,
and you all see the turrets on this vessel kind of like start to spin into motion. There is one at the prow of the ship. It's kind of this like, you kind of see like a B-52 bomber as one does. It's kind of like an armored dome that has various portholes and a giant like skyhook cannon in it. And you see those 3 manta rays kind of like circle past you and start to dive onto that front turret. And let's see what happens next.
On Questward.
I didn't even get his name.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Dave, you did that.
Technically. So one of these screamers dives down these flying mantas. One kind of does a glancing hit on this dome. You can kind of see it like crack the glass a little bit. The next one actually like dives in and sinks its mandibles into the front dome, lodging themselves into it, and you can kind of see it like twisting and cracking. And the third one just is, bygone. It's trying so hard, but it misses the ship entirely and it goes kind of sailing up. And that's turn 1. Cass, you're first.
Thank goodness we actually get a turn. I'd like to return fire. I'd like to return fire as fast and as hard as I can.
Awesome.
So I'll stand up, sight up on one of those bird goats on disc, and I'll take some shots.
Cool.
With the old trusty side iron by my hip.
You have a second one now, too.
Does that do anything?
Attacks, no. Dual wielding. 2 range weapons. So you can choose a target within range for each weapon. You can rate your dice pool as normal. Split the dice pool in 2, declaring which dice will go to which attack. And then compare. So essentially, you take the dice pool, split it in half, and then go on as normal. And then focus is only applied the one time. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just the regular attack. You just split your pool. This is really elegant. I really like the system.
But what if you want to attack the same thing?
Yeah, it doesn't do nothing.
It don't do nothing.
Okay,
that's
sure.
If you want to be cool and shoot 2 guys at once.
This is a brutal scenario, by the way.
It's pretty rough, right? This is the intro supplement.
That's
Welcome to Age of Sigmar. Spits on your face.
yes.
Yeah, it seems.
Welcome to Warhammer. I do like that actually, though.
That is pretty much it, though.
You guys, Okri and company got real softballed in the first couple combats.
Thanks. Legitimately.
So you're up in the ante here. I see.
I see.
The module is attacking you. I'm not attacking.
I mean, and we just fought fish, right? Like ours was pretty easy going.
You can tell when I do a combat versus when Warhammer gives you a combat.
Yeah. You guys will be fine with just a couple like leg fish, right?
That's satisfying, right? And then the next one is just like that meme of like from Saving Private Ryan, where he's just like holding his leg. He's just like, no.
That's Maris now.
Yeah, that's right, eh?
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Soulfire might be something you guys want to consider this game. this battle.
Oh,
Just to throw that one out there.
Not sure that I know what Soulfire is.
Okay, so Soulfire.
Yeah, tell us about Soulfire, Dave.
Yep, it's on the DM screen here. So this is a party-wide mechanic that is basically shared. So if you spend Soulfire, the entire binding won't have access to it. So you can use Soulfire to maximize your successes. So you can spend one Soulfire before making a test to give yourself the maximum successes possible, meaning everything is considered a 6. You can spend one Soulfire after rolling to re-roll as many dice as you'd like. You can use it to regain your metal. You can use it to recover all your toughness. And you can use it to cheat death. So that means as an action, choose a mortally wounded ally within close range, including yourself, and spend one Soulfire. That ally is no longer mortally wounded.
I would like to use it to return all my toughness. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The way I want to do this is as long as the whole party is cool with it, because it's their pool as well.
Because it's finding.
It's a shared pool, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this really makes me wish I took a warm meal. Because, like, with the warm meal tray, you can get Soulfire back. Shit. Okay, so how much Soulfire? Wait, do we have?
Let me check here. So you have it equal to the amount of people in the binding, but there's a weird kind of thing because we have, like, a more open pool.
Yeah.
I think, like, you'll still have the same total, but I think you can only spend as much you have access to with your current group.
So that'd be 3.
There's 7 in your pool, but you 3 have 3 to play with, basically.
So Okri and Cassandra are both like super fucking low on toughness, essentially. So we're probably gonna have to use the potential of using 2 and then down to 1.
But hey, if it prevents you from dying, that's kind of what it's there for, right? Sorry, I should just mention the zones really quick. You're in the sky. Things are in. I forgot to do it for them, so your guys aren't going to have to deal with it either. There's a condition called lightly obscured. We'll kick that into gear on round 2 to make sure it's fair between you and them. Basically, it's going to be harder to hit with ranged attacks. And then basically, you can imagine there is 4 zones, starboard, port, aft, and prow, as Okri had so carefully laid out before. Those are different zones. But really, you're attacking one zone out on any of these. So it's distance 1 to all of them. Let's start from the top of the round with Cassandra. What are you going to do?
Sure. Well, I'd like to return fire post-haste. So I'm going to grab my sidearm. I'm going to level it at the nearest bird goat on flying disc. And I'm going to just fire away. So I'm making a ballistic skill check here. 4 body, 2 ballistic skill. So 6 dice total.
Okay.
Here we
defense
go.
Is average.
And my target, my range is good. So average versus good. Cool. I'm looking for
DN3.
3s. Yeah, 3s. A little bit rough, but I got 3 success.
Okay, nice. All right, so it takes a little bit of that on its armor, but the rest of it sinks into its flesh.
And to cap it off, I'm going to do it all again using a metal.
Okay.
Another 6 dice. I just want to take it down. Cassandra's screaming in rage. Another 3.
Yeah, you tag this thing twice. And you see, as it seems surprised as you hit it, and you see like splashes of purple blood fly off of it as it goes, and it kind of like slumps down to one knee, kind of clutching the disc that it's riding on, and it seems like it's trying to steady itself, but it is still alive.
You ain't the first demon I kill. You ain't gonna be the last.
Okri.
I'll walk up next to Cass and say, "Here, I'll save you the trouble," and I'll shoot the demon that's with my vulcanizer pistol.
Okay.
And that'll be 4 dice. I have a accuracy of good. It has a defense of
average.
Okay, so I need 3s. And I got the successes, so that'll be 4 damage. I do not pierce its armor or slag it away or anything.
Okay, that's enough. Describe it.
I'm striding and pulling it out at the same time, and I'm going, "Yeah, I'll save you the trouble," and just and shoot a Martian ray gun essentially at it.
Nice. Oh
it's
yeah,
like
it's
a bright. Thing. Yeah, it's a bright orange lance. Just shoots towards it and then just takes it out.
Nice. Yeah, it spears in through its sternum and just like explodes and ripples out, and you just see the disc go careening off into the void.
Excellent.
2
Fine
left.
shot, Okri. And then she pats him on the back, or slaps him on the back more so. A pat is almost like patronizing. No,
I was gonna say like I killed it.
Hi everyone, Dylan here. I play Maris Honeysuckle, your lovable trade pioneer with her sidekick Pickles, the cosmic weasel. I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast, Questward. We are playing through the Age of Sigmar Soulbound adventure module called Crash and Burn. You can find this adventure for free on Cubicle 7's website. The link is in the show notes. We are doing weekly episodes for the duration of Crash and Burn, and can I just say that this module is both fantastic and a little unforgiving. As someone who's new to the Warhammer universe, it's just been one hell of a fun ride. If you like the show, please consider giving us a positive review on iTunes and sharing us with your friends and on social media. This helps us get new listeners and continue to grow the show. Now, let's get back to our adventure. We'll be back next week with a new episode on October 28th.
Maris?
Screaming?
Yeah, sure. You scream. It's free action.
So I assume there's nothing coming out after her outside of her Dordan friend being horribly murdered.
You're not specifically being targeted, but you do know that the one that shot your friend knows you're there for sure.
Okay, how dangerous is it? Like, she would assess, Maris would assess the situation. Like, she's going to be a little bit in shock. Sure, she had a brief stint in the military, but it was as a tactician behind the lines, so she's never seen someone die that up close and personal that much. So a little bit of shock.
Yeah, that viscerally, yeah.
Yeah, very visceral. So when the screaming's over, she's going to just, I don't know if this is going to be an action, but like, she's going to assess the situation, see like, if I stay here, am I going to die? If I take off the ties, will I die? I don't is it really windy? Is the weather bad?
Well, yeah. So I would say that it's certainly not calm anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're going through turbulence right now.
Okay.
In this magical storm. So if you want to unhook yourself and make your way down,
yes,
you'll plant yourself in a safer position, but you're going to be in a much dangerous position between now and then.
And was I able to see what was happening with Okri and Cassandra? Was that my visual range?
Yeah, I don't think you would. Yeah, you wouldn't from this angle. Yeah, because they're kind of like below you.
Okay.
You would hear gunshots, though.
Yeah, you
would. Okay.
And perhaps screaming.
I collect myself, unhook myself, and start to go down the stairs. Is that an action?
Okay. That would be, I think an action to unhook yourself and a move to go down.
Okay.
So go ahead and do, let's see. An athletics check. And what did I say to get up there? I think I said a 4. No, I said a 5-1, right?
I can't remember if it was a 5-1 or a 4-2. There was something that had changed, but 5-1?
Yeah, 4-2 is kind of the go-to. No, well, unfortunately, that was under calm conditions, working your way up a place you weren't really supposed to be able to go. It's very foggy. You're going through turbulence. There's chaos and death kind of raining down from the sky. There's
literally
even pieces of, there's pieces of detritus just flowing everywhere. And I think that is, I think it makes sense to do, I think it's a 5-2.
Oh, okay.
Now,
girl.
Maris, do remember you can use a metal to double your training or your focus.
Yep.
My one medal.
Yeah,
but it'll replenish itself.
It replenishes itself at your turn.
Okay. My medal. I do not want to spend my medal.
Using the medal.
I forgot to spend it, so.
That's fair. So using the medal, do I do it I roll and then use it? Or use it then roll?
So there's a couple different ways you can use it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either...
My athletics is 2d6. Is 2. So I'm rolling 2 dice, so fuck me.
Yeah, you can double your training before you roll, or you can double your focus after you roll.
And if there's nothing in there.
So if you want to double your training, so you don't have athletics as a skill?
Nope.
Well,
it's my body, which is 2.
Yeah. 2 times 0 is 0.
Yeah.
It's all right. Here we go.
All right. Don't die.
Do it for the Dordan and his baby. I got a 3 and a 5. Oh! Wait, does a 5 count?
Well,
is it the same?
The 5 is a success, but you don't quite make it. So I think what happens here is you start making your way down, and you're kind of scrambling, and you hear like a whoosh overhead, and you see one of the sky sharks kind of just whiz past your ear, and you almost hear like these weird like chittering sounds as you notice that like it actually has like several mouths like lining its underside on its ribs, and they kind of almost like, and they try and like nibble at you.
Can you wait?
Just like a little bit of
can you
one
do
more
that?
time.
Can you do that again? I don't think it was quite clear enough for the people in the back.
Someone out
One
there
more time.
discovered something about themselves. But it causes you to lose your hands on the thing, and you fall back. But fortunate on the thing on the struts, and your foot slips into the struts, and you fall on your back, hanging by your foot. What do you do?
So wait, hold up. I am hanging in midair by my foot.
Upside
You're
down.
hanging from that upside down with your foot stuck in it. You do have a medal left.
I will use my medal to not be hanging by my foot.
So you could do another check to try and like get yourself down, but you are like about 5 feet from the deck at this point with how you fall.
Oh, like if I just let myself drop, I'm 5 feet from the roof. Okay. A 5
But it'll
foot
be
fall.
athletics 5-1 at this point. But as you're doing this, I'll kind of describe what effect you get on yourself. Because if you don't do anything else right now, you're going to be restrained.
Yeah, I'm just this is terrifying, and there is a shark covered in mouths. I'm gonna get the hell out of here and just unhook my foot and let myself drop.
And at that moment, no.
Yeah. 5-1 athletics body.
Gotcha.
Just to free yourself here.
5-1 athletics. Here we go again. Don't die to the shark. 6. 1 success.
Okay, awesome. Yes,
Or
you
one
unhook
success.
your foot and you successfully land back on the deck of the ship. Fortunately, you didn't go careening off into the void, so I think that alone is cause for celebration.
Hey.
But that is the end of your turn, having used up 2 move actions to get down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to mention at the end of this turn, they had a very interesting ability, which meant that they were hitting you really hard on first turn, and they are guided by the future, which means that their accuracy was increased by 1 step in the first round of combat.
Yeah, that's
that
gonna do it.
explains.
Now, the other thing, they have some other goodies, obviously.
That we shouldn't
but
know
I wanted
about.
but you should not know about. It would be helpful if you did.
Yeah,
But
We
that's
could always-
where your lore checks come into play.
yeah, precisely. Luckily, I'm skilled in lore with 0.
I'm actually skilled with lore.
Well, Okri, you know what you're doing next round.
Should have
Yeah.
done lore instead of Arcana.
Oh, Arcana's useful too, though. Don't.
Oh, yeah, I like it because it's what, Eldritchy?
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's
Now, what does
magic.
Maris smell with her magic smell-o-vision?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going crazy. It's like you have hay fever right now. Actually, Maris, I want you to make a... Let's see.
This I didn't mean
Thanks
to.
thanks,
Sorry.
Cass.
So, which site you can be blinded? In Maris's case, it's really fucking bad allergies.
Hey, Dylan, you want to come do this fun podcast with me?
Right? Yeah, so with Witch Sight, like for folks that like they visually can see it, if there's enough magic and they're not trained well enough for the sound of it, they could actually be temporarily blinded. So she can smell magic, so you would probably be horrible hay fever.
Yeah, that
Or
makes sense.
DM's discretion.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly right. I think you're snotting it up really hard. You're just like coughing and wheezing in this point. Yeah, you have the blinded condition.
Ugh.
At some point over the next few turns, you could make a check to try and get over it.
Okay.
Based on the common list down there. Basically, you need to steal your mind. But your melee accuracy and defense is going to decrease by 1 step while you are blinded. So you may want to deal with that as soon as you can.
Nose blindness, a common affliction.
Okay, so it's their turn. You hear from the front of the ship. Well, let's see how much screaming you hear from the front of the ship.
Bronco's gonna save the day. Counting on it.
She better.
Somebody better. They fucking let us into this hellhole, this death trap.
They're in league with the demons.
They're like,
2 of the screamers, the one that is currently latched onto the front turret, you see it kind of like start to like twist like a corkscrew, and you see blood start to splatter against the dome from the inside. You hear the screams kind of start, and you can see the silhouette of a Dwarden inside the dome, like stabbing. But then you see swirling, like doing this amazing aileron roll over the top of the ship. It comes plunging into the back. And then the screaming stops as the sky sharks begin to pull away from the front dome. They pull away the pilot from that gunner's seat, and he goes spiraling into the void.
Dave, this is horrific.
The third, it is pretty nasty, right? And then the next sky shark.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, Huh. You know what? You're
Wow.
right. And rolling
Wow.
a D3. Cass is the first on the list. The third Sky Shark is going to do a diving swoop at Cass.
You best miss.
I need to check a thing. We didn't use that soul fire yet, right? There's still 3 soul fires. We talked about it.
Cass, did you end up using it?
I would like to. I would love to not be at 4 toughness.
Okay, you can use your soul fire and refresh your toughness.
Yes, refreshing.
I don't want you to die.
I mean, we share the same sentiment.
What's your defense in melee? Did you stand up?
I did, yes.
Okay.
My defense in melee... average.
Average, okay.
I don't know why that took so long. Just brain fart.
It's all good. This is a lot of stuff going on right now. It's going to try and bite you. Okay, so average. It has average, so 4s. Okay, so it comes through. It swoops down low, and you notice it's soaring a little bit too high, and it actually like banks up just before it hits you, and you think like, oh, cool, it missed. And then you actually see its barbed tail come whipping down and catch you in the thigh and drag up along your chest and nicks you across the cheek. And it's going to deal 3 damage with penetrating.
Ooh.
Which means that it ignores 1 armor.
Well,
So it's gonna be
there
3
goes that
damage
1
total.
armor that I had. So I'll take 3 damage.
Okay, and then the 2 Zangor Skyfires, seeing, let's see. Yeah, Okri, you just shot their buddy. Let's see what happens
Is
here.
it too late to use a soul fire as well?
I too would like to soul fire.
Let's see.
No, you know what? The dice
You know what?
cast.
Actually, technically, it's an action.
Oh,
Ooh.
Technically, Cass couldn't have done that.
Okay, well that's fine. No,
The
that's
results
fair.
have
Fair
happened.
is fair. The
Yeah.
fair is fair. I'll go down to 1.
Didn't
I
you
did.
have 2 left before?
I did, but then because of our
Shenanigans?
our discovery, I gained 2 toughness.
hey.
Gotcha. Okay, so the Soulfire is still there. So you still have a total of 3. Okri, you need to use it as an action.
Right.
So
Okay.
once we start
Then,
using that, I also want to
by
describe
all
it.
means, fuck me up.
Can and will, good sir.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
I'm excited.
Hang on. I think this is gonna.
Yeah, if you could just stop rolling well, that would be great.
Yeah.
I took some pictures before. I want to show you what I got. Okay, this is more reasonable. Okay, so what's your defense?
All 6s. It is good. No, it's
on
average.
The first
Sorry.
one? Yeah. Okay.
It is average.
Average. Okay, so it's average as well. So it's going to get 2 on you, and it's going to deal a total of 3 damage. And this one's just piercing, no penetrating.
Okay, so I have taken a wound.
Okay, nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now we're going to talk about wounds.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Good. Yeah, so I take a minor wound, and so this is a minor wound.
Okay,
All right.
so Okri, let's see. What should we do?
Yeah. So
What should we do?
because what happened is I ended up taking I took 3, so 2 would have gone to my 8 toughness, and then the 1 would have gone to my wounds, so it's a minor wound.
Minor wound. Okay, cool.
Just letting you know.
I think in this case, the bolt kind of sails through, and it slices the tendons in your on the side of your shin,
Ooh.
and it kind of like hobbles you a little bit, but not enough to take you down.
Right. So you're telling me I took an arrow to the knee.
God damn. And then the second one to attack.
Life imitates art.
Maris, what's your defense?
It is average.
Okay. And it's reduced by 1 because you are having a sneezing fit.
Wasn't that accuracy and melee was down 1?
I believe it was all.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
melee,
mean-
accuracy, and defense all decreased by 1 step.
Oh.
Okay, I wrote the wrong notes.
Yeah.
Yep, defense. We add that in. So that brings me down to a 2. So does a 2 not mean I would be...
So it just reduces your ladder.
Oh,
so like
okay.
if you were
4.
yeah. So Maris, you spot this. This is the same Skyfire that attacked your friend. It's this. Basically, imagine a bird human with like a cyclopean eye, and like these 2 kind of like feathered like manes, kind of like drifting on either side of its face. It kind of has like almost like a long inadvertent mustache that kind of trails behind it, and it shoots.
Tear that fucking mustache off its face.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lord.
6.
I do wish that there was other creatures on this boat that they could choose to shoot at.
So
It's like
Cool.
they know.
So 6.
I need
It's
to look.
almost like
okay.
they know that we're the PCs in the situation.
Sorry, when you're saying 6, can you? What are we talking about? What am I doing?
You're taking 6 damage.
Okay, and that goes off my toughness, right?
Do you have any armor?
I have leather armor.
Oh yeah, I have armor.
Leather.
Oh,
Okay, so minus 1 to that.
So
also, Franco, I'll remind you that of poor, what his name was, and he got thrown from the ship.
my Dwarden friend.
Yeah.
Who's now
Well,
dead.
I thought he landed right down on the deck of the ship.
Well, he was thrown from the ship onto the ship. Technically, we're both correct.
Oh, okay.
The best kind.
So, all right, I am now down to 2 toughness.
Okay.
Welcome to the low toughness club.
Let's fucking do
Population us.
Yeah. Well,
So far, so
it
far,
is
so
now
far, so far,
Oakrey's
so
turn.
far.
It is now my turn.
Yep.
Yes.
Does Soulfire replenish between sessions?
It replenishes when you accomplish basically like big
Party
missions.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, like if you guys help
Survive
with pretty
this.
much.
Jesus. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So far, so far, so far.
I would like to use my action to get all my toughness back and activate my
Okay.
soul fire.
Okay, awesome. So I want to describe a little bit about like what this is like as a physical manifestation. We rewind to the sanctum on the back of Torland on Storm's Mandate. All of you in the binding, we have Oakrey, we have Cassandra, we have Maris, we have Frostglade, Phallus, Bort. The 6 of you together undergo what's called a binding. And the Stormcasts that have been around you, Farrell included, oversaw this ritual. This is potentially the most physically draining sequence that has ever happened to you, where the 6 of your souls have actually been intertwined. You have this sense of family and kinship, unlike any other, as the magical energies of your very souls have been intertwined. So as you call on the soul fire, it's literally the power of all 6 of you together, lending strength to each other. As Oakrey calls upon this and he cries out and gets this energy channeled back into him, you all feel this as it drains you all a little bit to lend Oakrey extra strength.
And this is the second time we're doing it.
I ain't got nothing left to give. No, I did not do it. No.
Did
Yeah.
not. Okay.
I mean, I partook in the rite of Soulfire,
Yep.
and it did disconcert me that I was to be bound and mixed up with a fellow named Phallus. But that aside,
All right, time to intertwine your souls with Phallus.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I never agreed
just-
to this.
And somewhere, just if there's any kids who grew up on Dragon Ball Z, somewhere in the distance, Frostglade, Phallus, Bort have their arms outstretched in the sky as their souls are venting out energy
And
towards you.
they're, lend me your energies.
Yeah, that was a really cool description though, because like I had read about
Yeah.
Soulfire, but that's like okay.
Reading about Soulfire and experiencing Soulfire is two
Are
different
different.
things.
You ain't living till you feel it.
Just add a little bit more trauma on top of this trauma sandwich.
Exactly. Hey, remember that thing
All right,
where our
Oakrey.
souls are intertwined? Yeah, so I'll do that. I will do the power up. I will, after I see my friends get shot and myself get shot, I'm just like, muster up some more energy, and I will proceed to use a metal. Well, first of all, I'm going to use my move action to move towards the dome, the cupola, where the big gun is.
Yep.
And as I am moving towards there, I will be running and gunning. So I will shoot at. There's still a sky shark near the cupola, or is there?
There are kind of 2 that were like kind of they're now in like the sky near it. They kind of like did their hit and then they withdrew.
Okay, I will go for the
Yeah.
one on the right, and I will shoot it.
Okay, cool.
And we are currently obscured, right?
It's light. Where is it?
Oppose.
Hang on 1 sec, sugar.
Nice.
Cass, is that you?
Huh?
Lightly obscured, which is on pages 138 and 139.
Opposed mind are made at disadvantage. Difficult mind awareness tests that rely on sight are increased by 1.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah,
All right,
it's
cool.
just basically is
All right,
making
then.
your awareness worse, but you can still see. Yeah.
Excellent. I will then shoot at one of those sky sharks, and
It has a defensive average.
I have a accuracy of good, so that is 4 or 5 damage.
Nice. Do you have piercing on that?
I have piercing on that, and I also have
Okay.
sorry, I don't have penetrating, which is what you're thinking of.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
no,
Okay.
and no 6s, so Ren doesn't kick in.
Guess it's just 5?
Just 5 damage, yeah.
Oh, nice. Fortunately for you, because I was looking at another profile, and you blast it. Blast him.
I started blasting.
Wham!
So I started blasting.
I like to change my character's name. It is no longer Okri. I'm now Frank.
Yeah.
So essentially I am running, and I'm assuming with a bit of a limp because my leg is has been shot by an arrow. I take the gun and I kind of like train it on the sky shark for a second, and then just like aim a little bit farther ahead and shoot it, and it just like connects.
You led your target.
Led
boy.
the target, and I will be entering the cupola. And actually, I'm gonna stand like right outside of it because I don't want to be a sitting duck. But my plan is to start manning that gun.
Okay, sounds good.
And I believe that is all my actions.
Yep. Okay, cool. So yeah, you took out one of the sky sharks or the screamer.
Yep.
So just to recap, you now have 2 screamers left, 2 skyfires left.
Yep.
Cass, what do you do?
Now, before we chatted about Aqua Granis as a healing draft,
Yep.
If I just chugged a whole bunch of it, am I going to heal up for like the amount that I drink?
I have the conversions here. So 1 drop restores 1 toughness, a vial restores 10 toughness and removes a condition, and a sphere, which is 100 drops, removes all conditions and reduces the severity of a wound down by 1. So a minor wound becomes nothing, and a serious, it goes down to minor, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I got 14 drops on me, and I'm about to chug a vial.
So restore 10 and get rid of a condition.
Yeah, or I guess I could just restore 9, right? Because I've got 1 still. Yeah, let's do that. It's frugal. I figured that like using Soulfire willy-nilly might not be smart, but I was looking for a different way to recover health. Does it take an action or anything?
Yeah, I think we'll just kind of go with an action.
I think it makes sense just to do an action. All right, cool. Let's roll with that.
Cool.
So Cass is going to drink up 9 drops. She's going to count them out one at a time to make sure not to spend too many. And her 9 drops should heal her from 1 to 10 toughness.
Nice.
Nice. Next, she's going to is all of the attacking creatures is like what 3 sky sharks and now 2 disc goats.
There's 2 of both.
2
now.
of each.
Okay, 2 of each,
Yeah.
and are they all in like the same range? They're in the same area, or are they bobbing and weaving in and out of it?
Could it be that they're all in a zone and you're trying to doom them with a hail of something?
Yes, I'm checking to see if they get me into my zone.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where they would be. I'm trying to remember where the other sky shark attacked. 1 hit Cass? Yeah, 1 hit Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
What did the other one do?
Near the aft, and then the other one you said was on the left of the ship, because it was it had attacked the bowl, like the harpoon launcher.
And then so actually, yeah, so that makes sense. So actually, you're lucky, Franco.
Yeah, lucky Frank.
2 of the screamers and 1 of the skyfires are in the same zone, and the other skyfire is on the other side of the ship.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yep.
Folks in the zone.
Yep.
Just refreshing myself here. Okay, I'm going to attempt my Hail of Doom, and I'm making
Hail of Doom.
I'm going to make a body ballistics check on each of the
Okay.
3 creatures in the zone. So Cass grabs her second pistol that Okri kindly tossed over to her. She kind of shrugs and gives it a shot. You know what I mean. So I'm rolling 2 ballistics for body.
Okay.
Looking for 4s on, we'll say, the Zangar first, the goat dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the goat.
Nice. And what's their defense on? Is it on their body?
It is
Or are they doing it
body reflexes.
Body reflexes. Okay, they don't have reflexes, so they're just going to be doing the body. The Zangor gets 3 6s, in fact.
Okay, well then...
So he gets
Fuck
3
us.
successes. How many successes did you get?
5, so he takes 2.
Takes
Okay.
2. Okay, so chips 1 on his armor, but he does take 1 damage.
And then another 5 on one of the sharks.
Okay.
And it might be interesting to know that I actually rolled 5 5s.
Hey,
So Yahtzee.
Ooh, lucky. And he gets 1 success.
Okay, so he's taking 4.
So takes 4. Okay, cool. So that one screamer looks real rough. You basically just blast holes in it, and like you can see, like you basically almost see through it. You've just pocked it up. Okay.
Perfect, yeah. And then this next one, I shall be getting 4 successes.
And that one gets 3 successes.
All right, 1.
So you tag this one as well. Yeah, pretty good.
Nice. There you go.
It's not a bad use of an action, if I did say so myself. And I'll use my movement to move into a place that's less likely to get me hit by anything. I don't know if that mechanically does anything, but Cass sure as hell would do that.
I'll call to you actually, and I'll just say,
call
Cass, cover me.
Cass is like, well, honey, mechanically I'm out of actions, but I'll do my best. I'll cover you with my
Cass, use your move action to move close to me.
So Cass, you can do a couple things. I think what you might be looking for here, it sounds like you want to do a dodge action, which is until the next turn, your defense increases by 1 step, and you add 1d6 to your body reflex tests.
I would love to do that, but that would be cheating because I just use an action to drink some water, and I just use an action to shoot some bullets.
Do you want to use your medal?
That is it. I had to use my medal for 2 actions.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right.
You did it.
Dave's numbers flying past his head. 1 + 1, 2 things.
Two actions?
So I'm just moving to an area of the ship where I think I might be safe.
We'll see where that pans out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, and Maris.
Well, there's a lot of sneezing and some crying and some watery eyes.
Maris!
Do
So,
anything.
Blinded.
I think in this case, it is your witch sight. I think you could do an Arcana Mind check, or you could do, I think, a or a Determination Soul check.
I want to do our Arcana. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I do.
Is this a test? Is this considered a test?
Literally. Yes.
Because I get double training.
This would be a test, yeah.
Don't fuck it up.
So 5d6 + 1, and the plus focus is like you add it to one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
Is your double training coming out of an ability, or are you using your medal to double your training?
Because I have forbidden knowledge specifically in Arcana, and because of that, it gives me... Oh, no, wait. That means I could get a Doom.
It's okay.
No?
I think we
risk it.
But I'm not using...
The other guys,
For the
talked
biscuit.
Nico out of it,
Okay,
so
here
I think
we go.
he wants to go for it, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's always great. Fail forward, you know?
Yeah,
It's a 4-3.
Maybe epically fail forward?
maybe.
Oh.
What happened?
The focus was I can up 1, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, well, I got 2 2s, 2 1s, and a 3.
No.
Oh, man. Okay.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Okay.
Double your focus.
I have lost all sense of smell.
Maris, here's the thing. As you're coughing, you're sneezing, you're going into your internal happy place to try and get yourself under control. And
Thinking about Eldritch horrors.
Yeah, and for a moment, you find it. It's calm, it's quiet. You look up, you're standing on the deck of the ship, but it's just obsidian black. And you see ash drifting down out of the clouds. And you look back to see Cass and see Okri and check on them and make sure they're okay. But there's no one there. In fact, there's no one anywhere. You feel a presence, almost like the ruffling of a feather right across your cheek. And you look up and you see this creature easily 30 feet tall. It's standing next to you within feet of the railing of the ship. It's looking down with you with bright, brilliant blue plumage. It has an array of feathers behind it in a crest of rainbow pattern. It looks at you and your eyes connect, and for a moment it looks through you. You just feel completely raw and completely naked standing on the end of the ship, realizing you don't have any more secrets. This creature has gleaned you. After a moment, you just feel cold, you feel wet, you feel like dark and shivering. And as it plies through all of your secrets, all of your past, and then it's gone. And you're back in the present. There's chaos all around you. You see these sky sharks flying past. Yeah, you see Okri running up to the front deck of the ship, firing his pistol away. You see Cass, calling on this energy, and you realize everything's speeding up back into motion. Your blindness is gone, but at a very significant cost. The creature is not in front of you anymore. What do you do?
What have you done?
Well, you don't know this. But also, I am so sorry, Dylan. I feel so bad for you.
You know what? Just take the cutest character and turn it into a punching bag. It's okay.
That's a tried and true method of all sorts of stories.
This is going to be some great character building. That was my
Oh, yeah,
one
that's
action.
yeah.
That was my one action,
Yep.
though, right? So, like, I can't.
It was. Yep.
There's nothing
yeah,
else.
well,
I
Well,
can
so
do.
you can still move and you can use the metal to act again.
Okay. Am I in immediate danger? Do I know if I outside? Well,
All of you are in immediate danger. Yes, you know that. Yeah.
Yes.
In a word, yes.
I guess I should heal myself because I'll probably die next round if I don't. So
It's pretty reasonable.
Can I use a metal to, I guess, use a soul fire?
If you have some drops of Aqua Garanis, you can also use those to heal.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's that good water.
And we can save the soul fire for like,
Yeah.
because soul fire has a lot more uses, right? Like you can
Yeah.
maximize your successes 100%, things like
Oh,
that.
and-
So it's like, but yeah. Anyways, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you.
No, that's a good point because I'm wearing a band. I forgot to put that in for the drawing. She has a bandolier that has bullets and aqua on it.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, how much aqua was it?
1 per
Toughness,
right? Yeah.
or
Okay, so
10 for 10.
Well, she only has 7 toughness. So she's gonna drink 5 drops, and I'm gonna use a metal to do that, and that brings her back up to her full toughness.
So wait,
Okay,
Ochre
awesome.
used Soulfire. Are you out of like drops or something, or did we just forget about the whole drop thing?
I forgot about the whole drop thing, but also I thought
got
it was cool as like a thematic thing.
It was super
But
cool.
also, I saved my money. But it was a very
Yeah.
cool moment.
That's very on brand.
But also,
Yeah.
it was a very cool moment. It didn't even cross my mind to like, I'm going to use my Aqua Garanis to heal myself. Like, I'm going to use the power of friendship.
Yeah, I mean, I was right there with you. I wanted a Soulfire, but then I realized, wait a
I
second.
forgot.
I feel
Yeah.
like Cassandra's a little bit more of the stable one.
Currently,
the stable
Little
one.
bit, yeah. Hey, horses.
All right, and my actions are over.
On
she's
that
back.
bomb.
Throughout this fight, you've seen your captain, Braca, moving about inside the cabin, keeping the ship steady amongst this fire and assault. You hear a heavy clang as a Dwarden boot kicks open the hatch and Braca steps out onto the deck as a smaller Grundstock gun hauler moves up alongside your ship. From on board, the gunner shouts something to Braca, although you can't quite make out the words. Instead, what you do notice is that Cyclopean Skyfire weaving in and out through the fog, and Cass, you make eye contact for a brief moment with the creature as its eye flashes yellow, and it pulls back and shoots a bolt past you into the fog. After a moment, you think that it misses, but you actually hear a crackling explosion, and you see the lead ship, the Ironclad, known only as the Grund, begins to leer like dangerously out of the fog, and behind it leaving a pitch black plume of dark smoke. And you realize in horror that the Grund is losing control as it completely obliterates the friendly gun hauler and pierces the side of your ship.